My sister didn't greet us. Her first words were, "We don't feed extras," as she pushed a plain glass of water toward my son while her daughters waited for lobster. My mother didn't flinch. She only murmured, "Know your place." The whole room hushed in my mind, and all I heard was Noah swallow beside me. I didn't react. I simply smiled and said, "Noted. Before I tell you what happened when the chef walked in, let me set the scene." The restaurant was the kind of place people fought for reservations months ahead. Soft lighting, dark stone booths, a wine list worth a small fortune. Maris picked it, calling the evening a celebration of real accomplishments, which meant her daughters' acceptances into their programs. I agreed to come. Maris loved hosting events that made her look important, and my mother loved basking in her glow. I'd seen this dynamic all my life. I was a quiet one, the unimportant one, the one who didn't matter. Noah, 14 and gentle as ever, sat close to me, wearing a jacket that was a bit too small, but carried himself with calm kindness. He smiled at his cousins. They ignored him. Kira, a server I had trained months ago, arrived to take drink orders. "A bottle of Silver Crest Chardonnay," Maris said. Kira nodded and turned to Noah. "Sparkling water with lemon?" he asked politely. "Tap. Regular glass." Maris cut in. Kira looked at me, uneasy. I gave a tiny nod. She moved on. My mother filled the silence with a comment about how nice it was we could join nights like this. None of them knew the truth. I designed the lighting in this place. I chose the menu. I handled peril. Harbor and Stone existed because of me. I owned it. I took a sip of water and kept my voice steady. The lesson was coming. Kira returned with the drinks. Crystal glasses for Maris, for my mother, for the twins. A plain tumbler for Noah. The sound of it hitting the table felt louder than it should have. Noah whispered a thank you, eyes still on a menu. Kira asked for starters. "Oysters for the table," Maris said, then gestured at Noah's empty bread plate. "He doesn't need one." Again, Kira looked at me. Again, a small nod. My mother lifted her glass. "We're proud of you girls." Noah quietly asked, "Can I get the shrimp pasta? It looks." "That's too much tonight," Maris interrupted. "Let's keep the attention where it belongs." "And why is that?" I asked calmly. "It's the girls' celebration. We don't need everyone ordering like it's their special night." "He's hungry," I said. "He can eat at home," she replied coldly. "We don't feed extras." A silence rippled across nearby tables. My mother chimed in. "It's about knowing our place." There it was, the role they had written for me years ago. And something settled inside me, not anger, just clarity. I had built this business. I had drafted the training manuals, handled crises, balanced the books, chosen every detail around us. This room didn't belong to the loudest. It belonged to me. Kira returned with the oysters. "Skip him," Maris said. "Are you sure, ma'am?" "Positive." Kira's eyes met mine. A silent question. I nodded toward the kitchen. She disappeared through the swinging door. I put down my glass. "Noah," I said softly, "wait." The kitchen door opened. Chef Darian stepped out, wiping his hands. He walked straight to our table. "Miss Vale," he said. Maris froze mid-smile. "Chef," I said, "please introduce yourself to my family. I'm Darian Cole, head chef at Harbor and Stone." "And who do you report to?" I asked. "The owner," he said, nodding at me. The table went still. My mother's fingers tightened around her glass. Maris tried to recover. "So she works here." "I own here," I corrected. Every plate, every paycheck, my approval. The entire room seemed to quiet. I continued. "Tonight, you call my son an extra. You instructed my staff not to serve him. That ends now." I looked at Kira, standing respectfully beside the chef. "Bring Noah the lobster, the off-menu cavatelli, and the proper glassware." "Yes, Miss Vale." Maris whispered, "You're embarrassing us." "No," I said. "You attempted to. I'm just correcting what matters." "We're family," my mother said weakly. "Family feeds its children," I answered, when the chef returned with the dishes. Steam rising, he placed them in front of Noah. For the guest of honor, he said. Noah took a bite, tension leaving his shoulders. It's amazing, he murmured. It's yours, I told him, because you deserve it. Kira placed a check in front of Maris, the designated host for the evening. They left quickly, wrapped in a cloud of perfume and discomfort. The room seemed to breathe again. Noah kept eating, quietly, peacefully. Outside, the harbor breeze was cool and clean. Did you plan all that? He asked. No, I said. I just prepared. He walked a little taller beside me, the kind of tall that comes from being seen. That night, we made our place, not loudly but completely.